وهناك انت يا مواكيبي يا ملاكي هاني بريدك.
دوروا عليها شوف وين راحت، غابت هاي.
Miss Phryne Fisher. In it. I do have a front door.
Just thought I'd drop in. One laddered stocking. Not bad, considering I had to elude the entire Palestinian police force to pay you a visit.
And what the devil brings you back here to Jerusalem?
I'm looking for a missing person.
Oh, damn you. Still the lady detective. I had rather hoped you'd come to pick up the tiny pieces of my broken heart.
Still beating, as far as I can tell, Professor. I'm looking for a young woman called Shirin Abbas. Apparently she's in some kind of trouble with the authorities.
Never heard of her.
I'm sure that your hearing is just as healthy as your heart.
I trust you don't think you can just come in here and milk me for information with your wit and your charm and your Canaanite scarab.
From Jericho. A little gift I found for you.
To butter me up?
Like a crumpet.
It's real. I heard a rumor Miss Abbas was dispensing anti-British propaganda.
Professor Linnaeus, this is the police.
They locked her up, poor girl. You have no right to force your way in here.
We have orders from Sir Montague to bring in your guests for questioning.
This is preposterous. What for?
Inciting unrest and inflammatory behavior.
Oh, good heavens, man. That's what she always does.
We're in the middle of something very important. But since you ask so charmingly...
Miss Fisher's gun, Sir Montague.
According to your arrival documentation, Miss Fisher, your reason for travel was...
Sightseeing. The Dome of Kubata Sakra at sunset is one of the most sublime spectacles in the world.
Then how do you explain your other activities? Trespassing on administrative officers to steal official documents. Dancing in the streets after 9 p.m. in open defiance of the military curfew. Or blatantly associating with undesirables of the Black Hand Organization.
Well, actually, I was dancing with the undesirables, and I found several of them to be quite desirable.
I know exactly why you're here, Miss Fisher. to find Shirin Abbas.
Her uncle, Sheikh Khalil, is a business associate of my friend Lord Lofthouse. Lofty helped overthrow the Ottomans during the war.
From what I saw, Lofty and his cohorts did most of their overthrowing from the officers' lounge.
So you know him?
Tell my old friend Sheikh Khalil we'll do everything possible to help him find his niece. But if she is a serious agitator, it may be too late.
She's a young woman with a voice.
And you're a troublemaker, Miss Fisher. You may have acquired the trappings of British wealth, but you were born in Australia, the filthiest gutter of the realm. And I intend to send you back there. Come in.
Miss Fisher's luggage, sir. Her train departs at 1600 hours.
Watch her.
Yes, watch very closely. While you tell me where you're keeping Shirin Abbas.
The gun isn't loaded, Miss Fisher.
Count your bullets.
Yes, my suspicions were correct. Miss Fisher won't be causing us any more trouble. Where the bloody hell is she gone?
Who are you?
My name is Franny Fisher. Your uncle sent me to fetch you.
Someone's coming.
Bismillah.
معلوم ببلاش كنفة ببلاش كنفة ببلاش.
Come on, gorgeous. You know you want to. Come on.
بالصحة والعافية.
Quickly. I can't leave Palestine. My family were murdered and I want justice.
Murdered?
No one believes me, but I know what I saw.
Shirin, you won't get justice if they hang you. Come on.
This is your only chance.
Go! انتي شو بتسوي هون؟ وين البنت؟
مع السلامة.
Are you all right? I'll get you a new one.
يلا يلا اسرع اسرع
Ranchet. Get ready.
Dottie? What is it? What's wrong?
It's Miss Fisher.
Sir! There. It's all right.
Our condolences, Inspector.
There's a memorial service in London in 6 weeks' time. I need to be there.
It's too far.
Come on.
No, I have to, Hugh. Miss Fisher saved me from the streets. And from illegal abortionists and Latvian anarchists and factory machines and Christmas murderers. And if it wasn't for her, I never would have met you.
Dottie, I'm sorry, but you can't. Not in your state.
The baby. She'll never meet the baby. Oh, poor Inspector Robinson. When she went away, she broke his heart.
Inspector Robinson, I'm so pleased you could make it. We wanted an intimate affair before all the palaver of Westminster. You meant so much to Phryne.
Lady Lofthouse and I remember Phryne, as I'm sure you all do, as an unpredictable whirlwind of a woman who never failed to brighten our lives. And now, along with teaching me how to ride a motorcycle, as well as helping my younger brother Jonathan learn how to dance the black bottom, Miss Fisher has taught us all that life is but fleeting. And so, dearest Phryne, we will honor you now by living our lives as richly and as fearlessly as you once did.
I knew her luck would run out one day. She would never listen.
The Honourable Miss Phryne Fisher.
What's that? Relocate the is that a tea?
Here.
The tea trolley? Move the tea trolley! I hope you wanted the cypresses pruned. Phryne!
My dear girl! We knew it would take more than a steam train to finish you off. Oh!
Love,
Oh.
Jonathan.
My God! Do you know what a fuss you've caused? We've been beside ourselves. And you nearly murdered me with that spanner.
Darling Aunt P. I would have planned your murder much better than that.
You impossible, impossible girl!
Miss Fisher, we thought you were a ghost.
No, Shirin. Despite the mandated authorities' best efforts.
Alhamdulillah salama, Miss Fisher. I'm so humbly grateful to you for returning my niece to my care and overjoyed by your safe return.
Thank you, Sheikh Khalil. Sharaf Leia. Jack, what are you doing here?
I came to pay my respects at your memorial service.
The newspapers reported you were dead. Oh. Crippins, just forget the tea. Let's crack open the champagne. Eleanor.
Jack knows
Knows what?
about the Maharaja.
Is that a new hat?
Is that all you've got to say to me? Do you have any idea what it was like for me? Reading that you died a horrible death in a foreign country.
Why are you so angry?
I wrote a eulogy for you.
My apologies for the wasted efforts.
Oh, don't worry, it won't be wasted. I'll save it for the appropriate day.
Wait! What are you going to do now that you've come all this way only to have me disappoint you?
I only had one plan. To farewell you. Farewell.
Farewell? Wait! What did it say?
What did what say?
My eulogy.
It said I'm done with you.
Phryne, no one should look so divine after what you've been through.
Except Phryne always looks divine. I hear you had a rendezvous in Jerusalem with Sir Vincent Montague.
Oh, yes.
Lofty's very fond of him.
Monty and I were just drinking chums in Palestine, that's all.
Pleasant company. I wouldn't call it a rendezvous. Is it just me, or is Lord Lofthouse giving us a disapproving look?
It's not us. It's me who was disapproved of. Stand somewhere else.
But at least you were your beautiful mother's favourite.
Sheikh Khalil, Shirin, do come in. Phryne, has Aunt Prudence told you we're hosting a ball in Shirin's honour?
Oh, excellent. Back from the grave just in time.
Sheikh Khalil has important business here with Lofty. So I've agreed to sponsor Shirin for her debut in civilized society.
What did you use on the poor girl? Thumbscrew?
Funny.
Oh, I'm sure some pressure was exerted.
We do have some civilization in Palestine, you know, Mrs. Stanley. But given the choice between attending a ball or going back to jail to be hanged for asking too many questions...
Jail? Who's going to be hanged?
My niece is exaggerating, Mrs. Stanley. And it is all unimportant now that you're back safe with us.
Yeah, Shirin needs to forget all that unpleasantness, but she is right about one thing, dear Prudence. The Near East is the cradle of Western civilization. Oh, how I miss my travels there. Those velvety, star-filled nights from my rooftop in Jerusalem.
Pity about the war.
Yes, well, it's not my fault Father couldn't prevent you from ending up on the front line, Jonathan.
While you were draining the bar in the officers' mess.
Let's not dwell on the past, shall we?
Perhaps another round of cribbage?
Forget cribbage. I believe you owe me a rematch, Phryne.
Shirin said she couldn't leave Palestine because she needed to find out what happened to her village.
We heard there was nothing left of it, that it had been completely buried under a giant sandstorm.
Yes, she was the only survivor, too. Poor lamb. Must have been terrifying for her.
And then Shirin turned up at British headquarters a few days later, and the army delivered her to the sheik.
Yes, and he's been indebted to the British ever since. Which, may I say, has proven most convenient.
Ah! Bastard! Sir.
Allow me.
Aha! If Shirin's village was destroyed by a sandstorm, why does she think they were murdered? Massacred is what she implied.
I have no idea. The High Commission thoroughly investigated the matter at the time, and they found nothing.
Bravo, Friday. You always were my greatest defender.
She has no respect for the rules.
That's because they tend to be ridden by men.
More wine, please.
This came for me. I don't know what to do.
Who is Morkibi?
My guardian angel. He saved me from the storm. He left no name, but I believed he was sent by Allah to walk with me. He led me to Jerusalem.
Time is running out to put things right. There is but one chance.
He wants to meet tonight.
At All Saints Church.
But I can't tell my uncle.
This seal has been steamed open.
Who would do that?
I'm not sure.
And he says tell no one. I have to meet with him.
No, Shirin. I made a promise to you that I would help you. I will go in your stead.
Miss Fisher,
Sheikh Khalil.
I hope my niece is not making demands of you.
No. Shirin is still grieving for everything that she's lost.
Of course. But you must understand, she was only a child. She imagines things. She has false hopes. The future of our family lies here, Miss Fisher, not beneath the sands of a barren desert. صباح الخير, Miss Fisher.
تصبح على خير Sheikh Khalil.
Will you require anything else before I retire for the evening, miss?
Yes, thank you, Crippins. The keys to Lofty's motor car? Jack? Jack, are you awake?
No.
I need you. For a midnight meeting with a stranger at All Saints Church in Soho.
How the hell did you find me?
He could be deranged and dangerous.
That'll make two of you.
You have to come. Imagine a secret oasis somewhere in the vast Negev desert where a Bedouin tribe has flourished for hundreds and thousands of years. Until one day, the entire tribe is murdered. An apocalyptic sandstorm descends to bury all the evidence, and only a young girl survives to tell the tale. Till over a decade later, when she decides she can no longer live with the injustice and is prepared to risk her own life to find the truth. But if you're not interested... Damn it, Jack. How could you come all this way to commemorate me and then refuse to speak to me? Hello? I'm a friend of Shirin Abbas.
Where's the girl?
She sent me. My name is Franny Fisher. She told me you were her guardian angel.
I'm not her angel. I'm her demon. Get away!
Please.
Stay back!
I just want to talk with you. I mean you no harm.
Franny.
Who's that?
Jack! Stay back!
This is a trap.
No, it's not. I promise you.
Tell Sharon I'm sorry. Tell her to forgive me.
Why?
We're all cursed. I lost him. What's that?
Something we need to keep from the police.
We?
Police! Put down that weapon!
So, lady detective and a senior police officer just happened to meet up with each other 12,000 miles away from home at the scene of a murder of a complete stranger.
Not unusual in my experience, sir. Apart from the distance involved.
And you expect me to believe that neither of you had ever heard of Sergeant Wilson before? Even though he'd been wanted by the military police for over 10 years?
Wanted for what?
Sir, the coroner's report on the bullet found in the deceased.
Round nose Mark 1, if I'm not mistaken.
From a 303 rifle.
Wilson was wanted for desertion. Farrier Sergeant George Hercules Wilson, in the company of Captain Harry Gardner Templeton, walked off from London Regiment, north of Jerusalem, 9th of April, 1918.
Harry Templeton.
I thought you had no interest in Wilson.
Oh, just naturally curious.
Neither of you are leaving London until this case is solved.
My passage back to Australia is booked for 2 days' time. I'll have to forfeit my ticket.
Oh, what a shame. Ribbons.
Lady Lofthouse sent me to fetch the motor car, miss. The police said it was impounded.
Yes. Please pass on my apologies to Eleanor. Tell her I'll make my own way home. Jack, wait.
You have no authority, Forsyth.
Sir Montague, you're a long way from Jerusalem.
That woman has more lives than an alley cat. I have critical negotiations underway in London, and her interfering could completely sabotage British-Palestinian relations. What does she know about Wilson?
Daily Express now?
Jack, where are you going?
Back to my guest house.
Well, you're heading in the wrong direction.
I don't care.
All right, is all this because I married the Maharaja?
You said you weren't the marrying kind.
And I'm not.
And I respected that.
So So why don't you respect that I had other reasons for marrying the Maharaja of Alvar?
What kind of blind faith is that?
The kind that I thought we had. You can't stop me doing what I need to do. The Maharaja needed my help at the time, just as Shirin does now.
I'm sorry, but I'm not sure that one lifetime will be enough for you to save the whole world.
Well, I'm sorry too, if that's the case. And I'm very sorry that I'm not dead!
You know the quickest way to escape me?
Tie you up, dump you in that river.
Or you could help me with this case. Look at this stone.
It could be glass.
No, it's far more precious than that. Look in the light. See how the reflections flash pure green? And it's cool to the touch. Can you feel that?
No. 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 You know, I haven't forgiven you.
Really? Mind your step.
What kind of professor did you say he was?
The kind that you need to be nice to. An old friend.
Another one.
He was kicked out of Jerusalem because of me.
Cultural liberation and repatriation of ancient looted artifacts.
You bring me the loveliest things. Apart from yourself, of course.
Looks like the British Museum can kiss their Sichuan jade bird goodbye.
I ship her off home tomorrow on a slow boat to Shanghai. You remember our slow boat, don't you, Franny? Oh, the saturation in this emerald is just glorious. I'd say mined in Egypt,
Well, Wilson served in the Middle East.
but the silver casting is more Greco-Roman art. Well, that would explain the inscription.
There's an inscription?
Yes, here, on the other side. It's a form of Doric Greek. Tumbos Dacruone. The Crypt of Tears. Oh, my dear God.
What is it?
It's the myth of Alexander the Great. I have a transcript from a clay tablet describing Alexander's last campaign through Palestine, where he suffered a mysterious bereavement. It said that he wept so much his tears created a desert spring.
So it's an actual tomb?
That he protected with a huge emerald called the All-Seeing Eye and a powerful curse. This pendant means the crypt has been disturbed.
So, Wilson was a grave robber.
And maybe Harry Templeton, whom Wilson deserted with.
But don't you see, if the All-Seeing Eye is removed, then the curse is released and everyone involved in this is in danger. You need to take that away. You need to get rid of it.
No, we need to find out more about it. That transcript, do you still have it?
Somewhere, but... Wait here.
You seriously believe that thing comes from a crypt that was cursed 2,000 years ago by a man who thought he was the son of Zeus?
What about King Tutankhamun's tomb? Lord Carnarvon is dead, along with 2 of his brothers and half a dozen others who helped open it. There are strange things in heaven and earth. Hold this. I'll go check on the professor.
Professor? 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 Professor?
Around here somewhere.
Stop or I'll shoot! Who are you? Tell me or I'll pull this trigger!
My treasures!
He disappeared. He just evaporated.
He didn't get what he came for.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, you can thank me.
I put out the fire.
Well done, Professor. Well done.
Miss Fisher, it's almost 8.
Oh. Good morning, Shirin. Shirin, do you know if your uncle was in London last night by any chance?
I'm not sure. I know he had an appointment. Did you meet with Muakibi?
I'm curious, Shirin. Why was your uncle living in Jerusalem and not with you in the village when it was attacked?
Because he accepted work from the British. He was considered a traitor and he was banished.
A traitor? I have something for you.
Where did you get that?
From the man who saved you from the storm.
Muakibi.
He was a British soldier and his name was Wilson. He wanted you to have it.
This was my mother's. She said one day it would be mine.
Shirin, have you ever heard of the Crypt of Tears?
Miss Templeton? Hello?
Who are you?
My name is Detective Inspector Jack Robinson. Please. The War Office gave me your address. I believe Farrier Sergeant Wilson knew your husband. I'm sorry to tell you, but George Wilson died 2 nights ago.
That's Lucinda. Arrived too early. A perfect little thing.
I am so sorry.
I blame the war for it all. Harry went away a good man. But then they shot him like a mad dog.
Your husband and Wilson deserted their regiment on the same day.
Wilson worked for Harry in the mines before the war. He sent me a letter. Wanted to meet with me last night, but he never turned up. Said we were in danger. He and Harry did something we needed to fix. This is what Wilson was after.
Sheikalil, are you resting? Sale of the British Palestine Railways to Lord Lofthouse and Sheikalil. Authorized by Sir Vincent Montague.
Shireen, I need to speak to you. At once. I'd prefer if you keep our affairs private from Miss Fisher. She seems to be the kind of person who would see intrigue everywhere.
But I can prove what I saw with my own eyes. My Muakibi...
Would you please stop this nonsense about your Muakibi and Merak Harris and ancient curses? This is all not real, Shireen. Darling, this ball tonight is real.
Sir.
Thank you, Cribbins.
Madam.
Habibti, your acceptance in London society is not just an honor. It's essential for your safety. Do you understand that?
I know you mean well. But look.
Where did you get this? This belonged to Khadija. It belonged to your mother.
My Muakibi. He wasn't my guardian angel. He was a British soldier. They lied to us, Uncle. What I saw must be true.
What? Tell me the whole story again.
It was my job to collect the honey from the mountains. My mother said one day she would tell me its secrets.
الله يحفظك.
Mama? Mama? Mama!
I never found my mother. It was for the storm to take me. But Muakibi found me.
Habibti, please, tell no one else about this. No one. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Thank you, Uncle Khalil.
Habibti.
Or just some old thing I picked up.
An astrolabe. For reading the heavens.
Oh, lovely, yes. That rest side.
I thought this was an investigation. What's dancing got to do with it?
We need to find out what this deal is all about. I'll take Lofty and Monty. You follow the Sheikh.
The Sheikh was about to fund the entire purchase. Now he's refusing to sign.
Why don't you find another partner? Or borrow the money, if the railways are such a lucrative asset.
Yes, but no one in this damn country will lend me a penny, Eleanor. We're up to our necks in debt.
I have guests to attend to.
Eleanor?
I'm fine.
Don't speak, just smile and nod.
I'll do my best.
I mustn't believe my niece, but it's nonsense. It's been investigated. I'm sorry, Sir Montague. I'm very sorry. Your niece has stirred up trouble from nothing. It's not nothing. I will not sign this contract until this matter is settled. I suspect that's a decision you're going to come to regret, Khalil. It's Sheikh Khalil.
Friendly crowd?
Lofty, family portrait. Over here. Come on.
Ah, my dear Jonathan. Brothers in arms, eh? Jolly good.
Perhaps you should slow down a bit.
Perhaps my wife should be a little more careful with her affections. Having fun, you two?
Sir Montague is a go-between. He's trying to offload Palestinian railways for the British administration and no doubt make a tidy commission out of it and earn himself a promotion.
Is this your idea of sweet nothings?
I thought they were out of the question.
They are. Continue.
With the deal still up in the air, it's no wonder Monty is desperate to try and keep a lid on anything that might erupt into an all-out war between the Palestinians and British rule.
Like a scandal involving the murder and looting of a Bedouin tribe.
Exactly.
Well, you seem to be enjoying my hospitality, Khalil.
Very much, Lord Lofthouse. Very much.
Lofty?
Yes.
Have you met Cosi Whitridge? He's just returned from an American mission to the Belgian Congo.
Not now, Prudence.
Enchanté, monsieur.
I knew I should never have trusted you, Khalil.
Lofty.
We had a gentleman's agreement. Thought we were both men of honor. Seems I was mistaken.
There's no need for this, Lord Lofthouse.
In the end, Khalil, you and your people, you're nothing but a bunch of barbarians.
Oh, gosh, Lofty, the Sheikh's your guest.
Pull yourself together, Lord Lofthouse. Enough!
What are you looking at? I need some air.
Shireen, come upstairs and pack. Immediately. I sacrificed everything! Everything for the British in Palestine. In good faith. My mistake.
Everyone, keep dancing.
I can't believe Khalil has betrayed me like this. The bastard!
Miss Fisher. I've come a long way to finish our conversation.
Well, I certainly hope my repartee is worth the journey.
Tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, you will appear before me at Scotland Yard to explain why you shouldn't be charged with the crime of releasing Shirin Abbas from His Majesty's prison in Jerusalem. 10 a.m. sharp. Good night, Miss Fisher.
Excuse me, sir. Your brother thought you might like coffee served in the drawing room.
Tell Jonathan I'm wretched enough where I am, thank you, Crippins.
Dinner and a show. You've outdone yourself.
It's not over yet. Miss Fisher, quickly! Shekelin! I can't see him.
Get back.
Shekelin! Too late.
No, no,
No.
no.
Stay back. Stay back.
Oh, my.
Shouldn't my child. Come outside. Jack.
Clear line of sight to the Sheikh's room.
Wherever you go, Miss Fisher, trouble follows.
I prefer to think of it as the other way around. Good evening, Superintendent.
Sir, German manufactured.
But Turkish issue, Edding 96, 97.
You seem to be missing a button from your waistcoat, Lord Lofthouse. And it seems at least 100 people witnessed a heated argument between yourself and the deceased.
Well, it was a business meeting. What do you expect?
Where did you go when you left the ballroom tonight?
I went outside. For some air.
That's right. He was with me.
And when you heard the gunshot, was he with you then?
Yes.
Excuse me, sir. I think you were in the kitchen at the time. Asking cook to hurry along the coffee.
Yes. That's right, yes.
When I looked through the keyhole, there was no key in the lock, but why wouldn't there be if the Sheikh had simply locked the door? But if someone had locked the door from the outside and posted the key... The Sheikh was shot in the heart. But the bloodstain is much nearer to where his feet were when we found him.
As if the body had been spun around by someone inside the room.
Who threw the gun out of the window.
Locked the door, posted the key, and descended via the service stairs.
I didn't notice that before. Some religions associate the eye of the peacock feather with the eyes of the stars, or the guardians of royalty. I've got. Jack, there's an inscription.
No, take it away. I'm just an innocent archaeologist. I'm not a detective. I've been kicked out of Palestine, I've been set alight, and now this. No.
I'm sorry about the fire, Professor, but Shirin's uncle has been murdered.
I can't help you if you shoot me dead.
No. But you don't need your left foot.
If this treasure is removed from its sacred place, may the desert sands rise and engulf the land. And may all the people of the inhabited world perish entombed when day turns to night 7 times.
We also have this, Professor.
Astrolabe.
Take a look at this.
The Star of Argead, symbol of the Argead dynasty of Macedon.
The royal lineage of Alexander the Great.
This must point the way.
Well, to the oasis, at least.
You must hurry back to the Negev. End this curse.
End the curse.
That's what you do with curses, Jack. Too many people have died already. We have to return the emerald to the crypt before day turns to night, and Alexander's curse becomes unstoppable. Day turns to night. To night. Day turns to night 7 times. It has to be a solar eclipse. How long do we have to find the crypt, Professor? How many solar eclipses have there been since 1918?
Eclipses. 2, 4, 6. Oh dear. I wouldn't dawdle if I were you.
Thank you, Professor. You know I wouldn't really shoot you.
With you, I can never be sure.
Eleanor, what happened to Scotland Yard? Well, they left, but they refused to listen to reason. Jonathan, how's Lofty?
Not good now that he's sobered up. I haven't charged him yet, but the police are convinced that he's guilty.
Don't worry, they'll come to their senses. Shirin, we leave in half an hour. Pack light and wrap up warm.
You're not going to Palestine without me. Not after all of this. What if you don't come back?
I only have a 2-seater plane.
Well, there's always Lofty's Tiger Moth. I haven't flown for a while, but I could do with the change of scenery. We could fly in tandem.
Perfect.
I just hope she doesn't fly like she drives.
I heard that.
Come in.
Urgent delivery, sir.
If that woman doesn't show, we'll have a diplomatic disaster on our hands. With my reputation on the line.
I'm not sure what I can do about that.
The railway deal is ruined. Point the finger at someone. You said you had the evidence. Charge Lord Lofthouse and be done with it.
Lord Lofthouse's waistcoat button was already missing before the Sheikh was murdered. He was framed.
That damned woman.
Yalla, Fatima.
She's very well behaved.
Of course. She's a woman. She cannot resist me.
Hunting.
Did either of you gentlemen happen to pay our cameleer in British pounds?
No. Why would we? The job's not done.
Game's up, Abdul.
Throw down your sword.
Who gave you this?
Please, spare my life. I have children, wife.
Repeat the question, Jack.
An Englishman. He sent money, but we never met. He told me to delay you until he came.
Sounds like your friend Monty.
Please, keep some money. He'll never see me, I give my word.
No, you can keep the money. Take your camel and go, quickly.
You could have told me that you planned to get rid of our only guide.
I didn't see the need.
So I should have blind faith, whatever you do. Marrying Maharajas, meeting military deserters in the middle of the night.
I invited you to that.
Seducing cameleers.
I didn't plan to seduce Abdullah.
You're missing the point. If you let me know what's going on, then maybe I could help.
Or maybe I'll be absolutely fine without having to explain myself to you or any other man. And if I need your help, I'll ask for it.
I won't hold my breath.
Jack,
Don't worry about it.
I need your help! It's quicksand!
Keep still. Grab my hand.
No, stay back, you're sinking!
I'm not losing you like this. Not after all the other stupid ways I've nearly lost you.
What stupid ways!
Grab this. Hold on.
The reason that I married the Maharaja of Alva was because his true love is the Prince of Patna. And if his bachelorhood had been confirmed by his enemies, then not only would he have lost his throne, but he would have been stoned to death.
You saved his life. Well, I'm not sure how I could have helped with that one. But thank you for the explanation. What is it? See something?
No, it's nothing. Just the heat playing tricks.
We have to get there before the eclipse. Was once overflowing. I used to play here in the shade. What's that? That was the marker that points to the Goat Star, the brightest star in the night sky.
Jack. My ancient Greek's not a patch on the professor's, but even I recognize this word, Deus, as Zeus.
God of thunder.
Shirin, your tattoo. It's a map. Look, here, at the tip of the triangle, towards the star, is the lightning bolt of Zeus, marking the obelisk. And here, this mark is the water of the well. Then this third mark, like teardrops, it must be the Crypt of Tears. It's a perfect triangle.
So we need to find the third point in the triangle between the well and the obelisk.
Here.
It's a rock.
Don't have long.
Alexander the Great's secret desert bride.
It looks like honey. To preserve her body. There's someone else.
What is it?
A knife with the Lofthouse crest and initials. Your initials, Jonathan.
I just want to put things right.
You were here with Templeton and Wilson.
We knew about the jewels.
Where are the jewels? Tell me where. I'll shoot all of you one by one.
Templeton stood guard, and she led us here to the crypt. The war. It's taken its toll on all of us, but the Templetons. We should never have left him alone up there. It was an accident. In that moment, we were all cursed.
You planted that emerald. You wanted me to find it.
I thought if anyone could help me get back here and find this place, it would be you. So I could put the emerald back and end the curse.
But Wilson didn't die because he was cursed, Jonathan. Someone murdered him. And then they murdered the Sheikh. Someone who didn't want your crime to be revealed. And who wanted to ruin Lofty for your sake. Someone very close to you, who was always there, who saw everything. Your father. Your real father.
That's enough, Miss Fisher. Drop the weapon.
It was you. You killed them.
They were going to dig up the past. I had to stop them.
You murdered them. You framed Lofty.
Lofty is a drunkard, determined to fritter away your mother's estate. She wanted you to have your share. The emerald is all you have. Give it to me.
No, this isn't right. I have to pay for what I've done.
How will that help? We'll destroy you.
We have to put the emerald back. We have to end the curse.
Move!
Fine. Get out now.
You don't have to do this.
I do. I'm cursed. I've been cursed since the day I was born. Get out! All of you! Come on, Fine. Put it back.
You know I can't.
passed on your request to the High Commissioner. But unfortunately, it's impossible to retrieve your brother's body.
How did you know, Friday? About Crippins?
I'd wondered before about the small things. The way Jonathan always looked out for Crippins, and the way Crippins hated you whenever you taunted Jonathan.
I thought he was playing favorites.
He was. But it was when he spoke up for Jonathan against you. To protect Jonathan from suspicion over the Sheikh's murder.
Of course.
That's when I knew.
He hid the truth from you, Lofty.
But he was still my brother.
He was.
This land will always be full of ghosts, Miss Fisher. But thanks to you, it may live again.
Masalama, Shirin.
Masalama, Miss Fisher.
Miss Fisher!
There was an enormous tarantula.
You shot a spider?
No, I missed. It went that way.
Got it.
It's my only fear, Jack. Apart from spending a long-distance flight with Aunt Prudence.
I don't think that's true.
No? What else am I afraid of?
Me. You're afraid if you fall in love with me, I'll turn you into a policeman's wife and try to stop you from saving the world.
Well, that can't happen. I'm already a married woman.
And I don't need to marry you. I just need your heart. Because God knows you've got mine.
Jack. I gave you that a long time ago. For a detective, you don't notice much. By the way, there wasn't really a tarantula.
Good. I didn't really shoot one.
Miss Fisher. Miss Franny Fisher.
Yes?
This is for you.
Jack, it's from my mother-in-law. The Maharaja of Alvar has been murdered. Yalla, Fatima! Yalla!
You gave me a glimpse of your love before. A few months later, a little bit more. So now, I want all of you. On the table, on the floor, up against the wall, in the kitchen, by the door, halfway down the hall right now. I want all of you. Taste down in Old Bengal. In Singapore, there was a love at all. In London, it looked like London, but the desert was our promised land. I wanna fall back into your arms and then fall right back into them again. Right now, I want all of you. In the kitchen by the door, halfway down the hall, on the table, on the floor.